Hey, Joel, did you not clean anything up before leaving the house? You were the last one out of the house today, right? And you left the inside of the house the way it was after getting ready this morning?
What? What kind of things should I have cleaned up, huh?
All your dishes and cups from breakfast? They're all still sitting on the table dirty right now, and your pajamas are just thrown on the floor in our bedroom. And to make things worse, you left the window in our bedroom open all day. Please make sure you clean everything up before you leave the house.
Why do I have to clean up everything just because I was the last one to leave the house? That's your fault for making sure not everything was clean before leaving the house.
I made sure to clean up the things that our son and I used before leaving the house. The only one that left things out and never cleaned anything before leaving was you. Also, please close the window before you go. Leaving it open like that is going to run the AC crazy during the day.
I never noticed the window was left open before I left. You need to either tell me about that before you leave or close it yourself.
But I wasn't the one that opened it up. You're the one that did that, right?
I don't remember.
Well, next time before you leave the house, please do a once-over of it and make sure everything is closed up. And don't tell me you don't have time in the morning to check on everything before leaving.
I'm not going to say that.
By the way, the window in the living room is wide open as well. Did you really not realize that it was open before leaving?
Shut up already! Look, it's too bad I forgot this time, alright?
Well, next time please be more careful. I don't want the electric bill to go sky high this month because of it. That would suck for the both of us if it did.
Don't leave that responsibility on my shoulders. Next time, you need to be the last one to leave the house.
Don't say something as ridiculous as that. If I have things to do before you, then I'm going to leave before you. And today was a rarity anyway, since you didn't have to go into work until 10 a.m., right? I'm not going to sit around and wait for you to leave for work at 10 a.m. when I have things that need to happen before then. Next time, if you want me to be leaving after you, then head into work before me.
Well, what should I do if I leave the house that early? Today, I didn't have to be in until 10 a.m., so what should I do before that?
Maybe just go into work early or something. There's also all those cafes nearby that you can sit and get a coffee at, right? Just find something to do outside the house to kill some time.
No way, that's just a pain in the butt for me. I'm the type of guy who likes to spend his time in the house as long as he can before he goes to work. In other words, I like to relax.
Well, if that's what you want to do, then next time make sure to do a once-around inside the house and take care of anything that needs to be cleaned up or closed before leaving. And that means you check on both the stove to make sure the gas is turned off and that all the windows are closed.
I understand that already. Stop repeating yourself.
By the way, what's going to happen next week?
What's going on next week?
I've already told you. There's the party at the playground for the preschool. You told me before that you weren't sure if you could go yet or not. But were you able to make time to go there?
You did say something about that. It's not gonna work, so I can't go.
But that day is your day off, right?
Well, I have other plans for then. Whether it's my day off or a day that I have to work, I've got plans. I'm normally coming home from work late on my days off, right?
That's because you're always going out to drink all the time.
Well, I like to go out with the guys from work to have some fun is all. We all tend to communicate better when we're drunk, you know?
But this is the first time your son is going to have something special going on. Outside of his birthday, of course. He's going to be a part of the performance going on that day, and he's practiced so much for it. He looks really cute in his costume as well, so I really want you to go see him. I spent a lot of time making that costume for him as well.
You made his costume yourself? You did?
Well, I was just taking some clothes I already had for him and added a few upgrades is all. But I did my very best to make the costume look good, and I think it turned out great for someone who's not all that great at sewing like myself.
Really? So that's all you did? Well, alright then. You're not that great at doing things with your hands, so I'm sure that all you could do was add a little extra to the already made clothing. For some reason, I thought that you were gonna say you made the whole costume yourself.
Anyway, we both have put in a lot of work for this performance, so please come and see it. I took time off myself to be at this party, but you have the day off from work as it is, so you can go.
Not my kind of thing.
Why not?
Because I don't want to waste my time going to something like that. What's so fun about seeing the little brat's performance, huh?
Hey, what the hell is this?
What the hell is what?
I just got back to the house and it's a total mess in here. Did we get robbed or something?
Oh, I was looking for my watch. I wasn't able to find it anywhere, so I started pulling out all the drawers in the house to look for it.
And you just left the house looking like this after you were finished? Where are you right now, Joel?
I'm at the casino.
But didn't you tell me that today you'd be going out with some friends? That's why you had your parents take care of Kai today.
Well, those guys weren't feeling too good, so the plans we had were canceled. So I went back home and had a beer.
Then you could have taken care of him today. If you've been at the house all day, then you could have been caring for him and getting some chores done. Come on, Joel.
Huh? Why on my day off should I have to deal with all that crap?
I have been working for 14 days straight now. I am tired. Why couldn't you clean up all this crap you left all over the floor in here? And pretty soon here, someone is going to have to go get Kai from your parents' house. Can you at the very least go and get him?
Not happening. I am not having a good time here right now.
So you're asking me to take care of everything then?
Just hurry up and clean things up, and then you'll have time to go and get him.
I'm telling you that you left things in a state that can't be cleaned up quickly. I'm getting really fed up with how often you leave things trashed. Clean up your own messes for once, okay? I've been telling you this so many times now.
That running mouth of yours is really getting annoying. When I get home, I'll clean it all up.
I'm not sure you're being serious. You've never cleaned things of yours up in this house before.
Just throw all that stuff into the closet. I'll take care of it later.
Don't tell me that's your version of cleaning things up.
But at least the floor will be clean again, so there. You really are such a fussy idiot.
That's because you never deal with any of your messes. And the way you plan to clean things up this time is just wrong. Stop acting like a child. Even Kai knows better than to do things like that. Are you still going to call yourself an adult when a kid is besting you? Stop trying to make my life harder by creating all these messes. I already have one boy to deal with. I don't need another.
Why don't you just clean up the messes if you're so worried about them, huh? Stop getting so upset with me over them when you're the only one that cares. Stop trying to do all this crazy crap with me over something that only you should be handling.
Let me tell you right now, Joel, that you've had this coming a long time now. I have had a lot of things to say about you, but I've been holding back this whole time. I am not your mother, so please clean up the messes you make. All right, Joel, what is this? Why is the costume I had made up for Kai in shambles right now?
I did that, yeah. It's your fault for not cleaning that one up. You're the one who was always going on about how I need to clean up after myself, and yet you left that thing sitting out.
What the hell are you doing? I left that out because tomorrow is the party and I didn't want to forget about it.
In other words, you left it sitting around creating a mess. Stop trying to make excuses up for that.
His performance is tomorrow, Joel. What is he going to do now for tomorrow? He is screaming his eyes out right now because his costume has been ruined.
Go and buy him something new, okay?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off even more? What costume store is open at this time of night? Do you not feel bad for making your own son cry like this? I can't believe you.
And I'm telling you right now that it's your fault for leaving his costume out like that and creating a mess. And it's your fault that he's crying right now.
You did this because I got upset with you yesterday for being an irresponsible child, right? At this point, I'm better off saying I have 2 children instead of 1. I cannot believe you'd do something like this to your wife and son. You are a monster, Joel. Do you really call yourself a father for doing something like this?
I have been getting pretty fed up with all your complaining lately. Now that you've seen what I can do, don't ever complain about me again.
I'm over this. You really are just a big old baby. How are you going to handle his costume being ruined?
I don't care about a stupid costume. Do something about it yourself.
All right then. I will do something about it. But you'd better not cry about what I chose to do later.
Now that I'm thinking about it, did everything go okay? With today's playground party and all that. I'm sure our son's performance was a failure because of you, right?
It went very well, actually. All because I was able to repair Kai's costume.
Huh? You were able to fix that?
I was able to make it look good as new. Although I wasn't the one that actually did the repairs. I had someone who was a lot better than me at sewing do all the work this time.
Really? Did you have one of your friends handle it for you? I mean, now you're just causing problems for other people.
No, it wasn't one of my friends that I asked. I asked your mom to help. She happens to be really good at sewing, right? It was so kind of her to do all of that work in one day for us.
What? You asked my mom to fix the costume?
Your mom stayed up all night doing the work. When I told her that you were the one that destroyed Kai's costume, she told me to let her handle all the repairs. When they heard about what you did, both your mom and dad were at a loss for words.
Telling on me and my own parents? You really are such a petty witch. Don't you ever freaking dare to get my parents involved in something that is not their business. It was your fault to begin with, leaving the costume out in the bed like that, when you were the one that was supposed to have to fix it. Don't ask others to clean up your messes.
I'm not going to listen to that from someone who always makes others clean up their messes. Also, I don't feel like any of this is my fault whatsoever. And both your parents feel the same way I do. Everyone thinks that you're the problem here. And don't expect this to be the end of things between you and I.
Are you going to try something else?
After all you've done to me, I can't sleep at night because I'm stuck awake thinking about what to do with you.
And what do you think you can do about me, huh? I'm not sure what your plans are, but man, I'll make sure to take them like a man. Stop thinking you're tougher than me just because you got my parents on your side.
Today you've gone out drinking again, right? When you get home, don't be too surprised by what you see. That might cause you to vomit or something.
What are you going on about?
I'm sorry, but I had to do something to get back at you for being such a man-child. It's too late to apologize to me now. I'm going to make you feel the same way you made Kai feel just the other day.
What is going on here? Where have all my clothes gone?
So you're home now. What do you think? Are you surprised?
Where the hell did you put all my clothes? There's not a single piece of clothing in my closet.
Well, let's see here. I just took all your clothes and left them in the hands of your mom and dad for you. I'm not sure where those two ended up taking all of our things.
You got my parents involved in even more of your crap. Come the hell on. None of my suits are in the closet anymore. I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Then where would you have on now to work tomorrow?
You think I can walk into that office in a t-shirt? Think about this, you idiot. You are screwed in the head. My boss is already pretty strict as it is. If I showed up looking like this tomorrow, he would burst.
Would you like to wear one of my suits? The one I can give you is from back when I graduated from college, so it might be a little small on you. But it's a lot better than a t-shirt, right?
I'm telling you right now that it is time to cut that BS. You're gonna really piss me the hell off. Why the hell would I ever wear women's clothing to work, you dick? I can't even fit into yours to begin with.
That's because you've gained a few pounds, haven't you? Always going out to drink beer and eat loads of fries, right?
Shut the hell up. I have had enough of that mouth now. When you get home tonight, I'm gonna make you really understand just how pissed off I am.
Are you sure it's okay to behave like that? Do you not want your clothes back now?
Haven't you already thrown them all away?
From what your mom told me, they're just holding on to them right now, but plan to have them tossed tomorrow.
Tell them to stop that right now. Yeah, actually, I'm going over to their house right now. I'm gonna make them give me all my things back.
I don't think they're going to listen to you anymore. Your dad already told me that he has no plans of giving you your things back when you act like that. They said the only person they will listen to is me. So if I tell them to give you your clothes back, they will.
Then tell them to give me my things right now.
Is that the way you should be behaving when you want something done for you? With an attitude like that, you can kiss all of your clothing goodbye. All those nice jackets of yours and those shoes.
Please, give me my dang clothes back. I'm sorry, okay?
And tell me exactly why you are feeling sorry. What did you do wrong? If you don't tell me all the reasons why you're feeling sorry right now, then there's no reason to try apologizing to me.
I'm sorry for destroying Kai's costume.
And?
From now on, whenever I make a mess, I'll be the one to clean it up. I promise to never make you take care of my messes again.
Kai is still not going to forgive you, you know. He told me he hates his dad now.
I'll apologize to him later.
Have you really learned your lesson today, Joel? Are you not just talking out of your butt right now?
I've learned my lesson, alright.
Well, I'm not so sure about that yet. I am very upset with you right now, okay? So upset that it's really difficult for me to trust what you're telling me. And having you apologize to me like that over text right now is just not going to cut it. Because of all the crap you've been doing to me lately, I'm close to calling this a divorce.
Divorce? Are you really that upset with me?
I'm sure you think this is only the first time I've been this upset, right? Well, for the longest time now, I've been having to hold back from going all out on you. It's not just about you never cleaning up after yourself. It's also about the fact that you never do any of the chores and you never care for your own son. Instead, all you do is go out drinking and gambling and act like you're this big man of the house or something. I have lost the feelings I had for you before.
I'm really sorry, okay? I'll make sure to fix things from here on out. And when it comes to the boys' parties and crap, I'll be there. Please don't think that I don't care about my family.
I want you to come to us tomorrow and apologize for all you've done in person. Today, I'm just not in the mood to see your face anymore. I'm staying the night at your parents' house tonight, but that also means you're not allowed to come here tonight.
So you're at my parents' house right now, huh?
I was just at the playground today with your parents celebrating that party with Kai and his friends. And when we were all finished there, we came back to your parents' house where your mom had prepared us a massive dinner. Now that we've eaten all of that food and are tired out, Kai and I will be spending the night here.
After you're done there, you're gonna come back home, right?
Well, I'll think about that tomorrow. Your mom and dad have told me we're allowed to stay here for as long as we need. And I've been thinking about taking Kai and myself all the way back to my own parents' house.
What? Wait a second. If you go back to your parents' house or something tomorrow, what'll happen to my clothes?
Well, for the time being, you're not getting them back. It's still not known if you'll even be getting them back yet.
Then what the heck am I gonna do tomorrow?
Who knows? You'll just have to go into work in what you're wearing now. Or you can wear some of mine.
What the hell, Meadow? There's no way I'll do something like that. Then why the hell have I been apologizing this whole time if you're not gonna let me have my clothes back?
Did I ever say that you apologizing to me would get me to get you your clothes back?
No, but I gotta get my jacket and suit pants for tomorrow at the very least. Just give me something, please.
Not going to happen today. It's getting late now, so I think I'm going to head to bed.
Hey! Don't you dare go to sleep just yet. Please!
If you really want to have something to wear to work tomorrow, then why not go out now and buy something?
Do you really think that there are any stores open right now? And tomorrow I've got to be into work early. I don't have time to go into the store into the morning and get something.
Ah, it is close to 11 p.m. now, huh? I suppose all the stores are closed now. I know it's a bit late, but how about you call one of your buddies and have them lend you one of their suits?
You think I could ask them something like that? Also, none of my friends match my size.
Is that so? Well, I guess you are pretty fat. Go and take some curtains off the windows and make yourself a suit out of them then. If you stay up all night working on it, you might have something made up by morning. But even if that doesn't work out for you, I'm not going to be bothered. Because I just don't care about men who are fine making their own kids cry. The following day, my husband had no other choice but to wear my clothes to work. This was bound to happen, but his boss was extremely upset with him over it and tore him a new one. And for some reason, my husband explained to his boss what had happened, while making it seem like he had done nothing wrong. But his boss then responded by screaming that it was all his fault. This all went down in front of everyone else in the office that morning, and so all of the other employees were shocked by how my husband tried to make things seem as though he did nothing wrong and it was all my fault. There was not a single person in that office that sympathized with him at all. Since then, things haven't been the same for him when he goes into that building to work. And he tends to take a lot of days off now to prevent himself from having to confront people there. To be fair, I think it's a pretty good idea for him to do that, considering most people don't tend to like those that think it's okay to destroy their kid's costume and then throw a fit over it. Even now, when my husband does go into work, he's met with coworkers still talking bad about him behind his back and scoffing at him when he tries to talk to them. I've even heard that due to stress, he's formed an ulcer that's really been doing it to him in terms of pain, but he still hasn't quit. We ended up getting that divorce I was talking about, so it kind of makes sense that he forces himself to continue to work there, because he owes me child support every month. When it comes to his clothing that his parents took, they never did end up giving any of it back to him. As of right now, I'm living on my own with my son. Come next year, when he's bound to have more parties and performances, I'm going to invite my in-laws, or my ex-in-laws per se, to come and watch him again. Right now, actually, those two have completely cut ties to their son. I'm thankful that they both never went to their son's side during any of that. And even to this day, I let them know how happy I was watching them both join me in punishing him.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, Jen, I'm so sorry about dinner last night. Not your fault. I know it's not, but I absolutely hate how Mom treated you. I'm used to it by now. Look, I know she's living with you, so you have to stay on her good side. But she has always been the source of all my problems. She's the reason my self-esteem is at basically 0. So, I've decided that I can't see her anymore. What? But what about me? When will I see you? Not while Mom's around. Let me talk to her. If I can get her to apologize, will that help? Apologize for how terrible she was at dinner, or apologize for the lifetime of neglect? Either way, it's not going to work. I finally have a good job and a good boyfriend, and I can't let Mom derail that with her constant insults. Sorry, Sally. I'm done. Please. I don't want to lose you. I can't kick Mom out because she has nowhere else to go, but I don't want to lose my sister either. Sally, I love you. But you can't possibly understand how much that woman has demolished my self-esteem. She's my mother, too. I know how you feel better than anyone. Do you? Come on, Sally, even you know that's total BS. She doted on you all our lives while I was the one who was always too fat and too ugly. Do you remember what she gave you for your 8th birthday? What does that have to do with anything? She gave you a new bike, the exact model that you asked for. And do you remember what she gave me for my 8th birthday? Nothing, because she forgot. And when you reminded her, she got all pissy and drove us to Denny's for my birthday dinner. Do you remember that? Yes. And she wouldn't even tell the waiter it was my birthday because she didn't want them to give us a free ice cream. Yeah, I know, that's terrible. She's terrible. She's terrible to me, Sally. She's the perfect mother to you. I wouldn't say that. I mean, she's living here rent-free. And when I came out, she refused to even look at my girlfriend until I forced her to invite her over. Yes, but she got over that pretty quickly. And her reaction to Kate is nothing compared to last night. As soon as I mentioned Richard... Well, you were there. Honestly, Sally, I'm finally feeling good about myself. I finally have my life together. And any interaction with Mom is just gonna make me spiral backward. You understand, right? I do. And I'm sorry. It's not your fault. And I know you don't actually like having her in your house, but for now, I'm going to have to keep my distance, okay? Fine. But I'll miss you. I'll miss you too. Hi, honey. I'm at the supermarket now. Is there anything you need me to pick up? You're shopping? Just a few things. With what money exactly? I still have your card, remember? Mom, please don't buy anything. We're fully stocked here and I'd rather do the shopping myself. Of course, dear, I'm sorry. You've been such a blessing in my life and I don't want to seem like a leech. Thank you. Also, there's something I wanted to talk about. Over text? Uh-oh. What do you mean? Oh, honey, you know you're not good at confronting things. Like last night at dinner, you barely said a word when the conversation got heated. I know that if you need to tell me something serious, you'll do it over text. It's cute, really. You're such a kind person that you can't do face-to-face confrontations. It's one of the reasons I love you so much. So what's the big drama this time? Is Jen continuing to make bad choices? Mom, Jen said she doesn't want to see you anymore. Which means I won't get to see her while you're around. Oh, what a shame. Is that all you're gonna say? Honey, you heard about Jen's poor life choices lately. I think it's probably for the best that we cut and run. Mom! She's your daughter! How can you be so casual when she says she wants to cut you from her life? Were you even listening when she told us about her boyfriend? Of course I was. I'm happy for them. Happy? Sally, she's dating her boss, who is 15 years older than her, and married. No daughter of mine is going to sleep with a married man to get a promotion. First of all, Richard isn't her boss. He's the head of a different department. And Jen is amazing at her job. She thinks she'll be promoted by the end of the year, and then the two of them will be equals in the company. Right. And he has nothing to do with her promotion. He's from a different department. And second, he isn't married. He's been divorced for 6 months now. He got a divorce after they met, right? She had nothing to do with Richard's divorce. And who are you to talk? You've been married 3 times. Exactly. And each time ended because of another woman. I know harlots when I see them. Are you calling your own daughter a harlot? And who even uses that word anymore? Sally, you only see the good in people. It's a wonderful skill, but it's also extremely damaging. You can't see your sister for who she really is. She's using Richard to get a rich husband and a good job. You know she's only successful because of him. She's successful because she works hard. She's better off than I am. Don't say that. You know I'm prouder of you than anything else in my life. Including Jen? Well, yes. Including Jen. Mom, I can't let you treat my sister like this. Not if you want to keep me in your life too. Not if you want to continue to stay with me. What are you saying? I'm saying that you need to apologize to Jen for everything. You need to get over all your wild assumptions and finally be a loving mother. You need to treat Jen the same way you treat me. Is that really what you want? Yes. If it means keeping both you and Jen in my life, then yes, I need you to get over yourself and make amends. Is that clear, Mom? Absolutely. I'll send her a text. No, you, me, and Jen are going to have a do-over dinner tonight. We're going to talk through all these issues and finally be a family again. Okay. Thank you. And don't spend any more of my money, okay? Sorry, I'm in the checkout line right now. Jen, please talk to me. I thought you understood where I was coming from. I do, and I don't accept it. What? I don't accept that our family is so irreparably broken that we have to stop seeing each other. I love you and Mom. And I can't just sit by and let us all drift apart. All throughout childhood, I kept quiet when Mom was very obviously playing favorites. I should have said something then. I should have defended you. But you're my big sister, and I felt so awkward. And I literally can't handle this kind of confrontation. But I have to now, because I can't lose you. Okay. Okay? Really? Great! So come here for dinner tonight. Is 6 okay? It will just be you, me, and Mom. We have a lot to talk about. And if it doesn't work out, I'll understand if you want to go no contact. But we have to try. Is that acceptable? Yes. Great! If Richard can come too. What? That's my deal. I'll give Mom one more chance, but only if she meets my boyfriend and accepts that he's in my life. Okay, I accept those terms. Thanks. You're still not home? No, I had a few more errands to run. Okay, but I will be checking my bank statement tonight. I hope you're not spending any more of my money. Of course not, dear. Do you need me to come home and help prepare dinner? No, I got it covered. Just be here at 6. Of course. I wouldn't dream of missing it. And I wanted to give you a heads up. I know. I'll be on my best behavior. I'll make sure that Jen thinks I love her equally. Yes, that's important. But also, I wanted you to know that Richard is joining us for dinner too. Richard? You better not change your mind about coming to dinner. Does he have to come? Yes. Jen says that's the only way she'll agree to give you a second chance. And trust me, you'll like him. He's very funny. You've met him before? Yes, several times. He acts much younger than he is. Really, he's a great guy. And even if he wasn't, it's not your place to say anything. You met him and you didn't tell me? Mom, you're still coming to dinner, right? 6 o'clock. I'll be there. Any other nasty surprises I should know about? See you at 6. Mom, where are you? Dinner's ready. Everyone else is here. Sorry, honey, I'm running late. It would have been nice if you told me before. When will you get here? Soon. When? So Richard is there? Yes, we're all waiting for you. Let me guess, is he sitting next to Jen? Does he have his arm around her? Is he leading the conversation? Are you outside watching us or something? No, I'm just guessing. I know his type. Mom! Sorry, but I'm right, aren't I? I am not in the mood for this. Tonight is your last chance. And where are you? I'm close. I'll be there soon. Be here in the next 10 minutes or we're done. You can pack your bags. Fine. You're still not here. Mom! I'm sorry, honey, but I'm not coming. What? It's okay. It's okay if I lose Jen, and I know I'll never lose you. I thought I made myself clear. This is your only chance. If you bail on this dinner, I'm going to kick you out. You're forcing me to side with Jen, and I don't want to side with anyone. I just want us to be a family. I know you do. And I know you won't kick me out. You'll never turn your back on me, no matter what you say. That's why you're my favorite daughter. Sally, are you still there? Seriously, Mom? Jen is crying in the other room and Richard is comforting her. They're seconds away from leaving. What the hell? Hi, dear. What is your problem with her? How could her own mother treat her like this? Do you really want to know? Yes. Answer my question. What was the question again? How could you treat Jen like this? Because I'm not her mother. What? I should have told you this a long time ago. I'm sorry I didn't. You're my daughter, and I love you. But before you were born, your Aunt Kathy got pregnant. She was sleeping with her boss. When he found out that she was carrying his child, he fired her and ordered her to stay away from him. Obviously, she couldn't raise a baby by herself. She was single and jobless. So I volunteered to help. Aunt Kathy is Jen's real mom? Yes. And she didn't die in a car accident like I told you. She died in childbirth. To protect everyone, I took in the baby as my own. Oh my God! That explains why you never treated her the same way you treated me. Honey, I treated you both equally, even though you were my favorite. Don't lie to yourself. You never saw Jen as a real daughter, did you? Well, she's not. Not biologically, but you raised her as a daughter. She deserved a mother just like everyone else. I tried, okay? I tried to love her the way that I loved you, but I just couldn't. And now she's following in her real mother's footsteps. Sleeping with her boss, making terrible decisions. She's going to end up just like Kathy. None of this is her fault, Mom. You lied to her since she was born. You lied to both of us. To protect you. And a lot of good that did. She spent her life thinking that her mother hated her. If you took on the responsibility of raising her, you should have treated her like a daughter. I tried my best. You're sure not trying your best right now. You need to come here before she leaves and explain everything. I can't. I'm sorry. I'll see you in the morning. I'm so sorry, Sally. Richard and I couldn't stay there any longer. Clearly, Mom wasn't going to show up. Wait! I was just texting her! Too late. I know you tried, but obviously this family is more broken than you thought. You're right. It is. I'll miss you. Come back, please! There's something you need to know about Mom. I think we know enough. Please. I need to tell you face to face. You know you can't handle face-to-face conversations. Fine, I'm just going to say it. Mom said that she isn't your real mother. She lied to us all our lives. Your real mom is Aunt Kathy. She died during childbirth and Mom took you in and pretended you were her real daughter. Jen, are you there? I'm here. I guess Kathy had an affair with her boss. Which explains why she's so freaked out about how you and Richard met. Richard and I didn't have an affair. I know! But Mom's viewpoint on everything is so warped that she sees what she wants to see. So all my life, I thought my mother didn't love me. But in reality, I never had a mother at all. I am so sorry. You never deserved any of this pain. Well, I guess that explains everything. Bye, Sally. Wait! Please, come back. You still have me. Do I? I'm not even your sister anymore. I'm your cousin, I guess. No! Blood doesn't matter. You'll always be my sister. I'll always be here for you. It's too late, Sally. Jen? Jen! Sally, honey, I apologize about last night. I decided it would be better if I stayed with a friend. But I'm back now, and I'm having trouble getting into the house. I think there's something wrong with my key. Sally, I changed the locks. What? Mom, I'm only going to say this once, and then I'll block your number, okay? You aren't my mother. Did you misunderstand me last night? I am your mother. I'm just not Jen. No, a real mother stands by her children, biological or not. You never stood by Jen, even when she needed you most. And I never said anything because I was always afraid of hurting you and putting even more strain on our family. I'll live with that regret my whole life, but I'm finally going to do something about it. You are not welcome in my house anymore. And I will not think of you as my mother. That's ridiculous. Sally, you're being irrational. I know you love Jen and you're blind to her flaws, but don't be angry at me. Be angry at her poor decisions. She's following in Kathy's footsteps, and she's going to end up just like she did. Her only poor decision was loving you. And thankfully, she doesn't anymore. Neither do I. You can't do this to me. Where will I go? I don't know. Maybe go back to whatever guy you hooked up with last night. Stay with him. Oh, and I checked my bank account. You spent more of my money than I realized. So I've canceled that card and I'm keeping all your stuff as payment for everything you owe me. I hope you understand. No! Let me in! Sorry, I can't. I'm with Jen and Richard right now. We're celebrating a new start. It's a little celebration. Family stuff. Obviously, you're not invited. Mom tried to contact me dozens of times after that, but eventually she got the hint and stopped trying. Ironically, she ended up staying with her cousin in another state, but the last I heard, she burned enough bridges there to be kicked out. I'm not sure where she'll end up, but it won't be with me. The relationship between Jen and I is better than ever. We're still sisters, and it's taking us a lot of time and therapy to deal with decades of resentment and jealousy, but we talk to each other almost every day. Honestly, I don't think I'd have had the strength to finally stand up to my mother if Jen hadn't forced me. None of this would have come to light if I hadn't been afraid of losing her forever. And as for Jen and Richard, they're engaged now. Their wedding is in the fall, but I've been helping out with most of the planning. Jen is a bit busy with her new promotion. I love my sister, and I couldn't be happier for her.